How's it going, everybody? My name is James, and in today's video we are going to be looking at some more ways to use the bank feature in the Edge Finder. Now, the last video that I put up on the channel talked a little bit about the changes that we made to the bank feature, and I showed it off a little for you here. I can show you. This is the bank tab that I'm talking about. I showed this off in the last video, and everyone seemed to enjoy it. So I'm going to show you some more ways to use this. I'm actually going to pair this up with our price forecast tab here for extra confirmation when using the Edge Finder. There's a bunch of different tabs here that you can kind of pair with other tabs in the Edge Finder. Figure out which are your favorites and which work well together, so that you can ultimately do that extra bit of research before taking a trade and get that further confirmation that you want to have before making a trade. But really quickly, just in case you have not watched the last video, this bank forecast tab is a really cool feature that we've had in the Edge Finder for a little while, but we've simplified it recently, and I think that the changes are really nice. So basically, all of these different banks from all over the world have market research teams that will release projections for all these different assets that we're tracking right here. And these projections will include a monthly target, so where they think price is going by the end of the month, as well as a quarterly target, which is on a 3-month basis, at the end of the quarter where they think price is going to be. So for example, I have gold pulled up right now. And I want to show this off as well, because this might get a little bit confusing, but I think that this will clear it right up. So it is the end of the month. It is the end of January, but this monthly target isn't necessarily talking about January. If we actually go to data updates and sources here, which is a underrated tab here in the Edge Finder, because it actually shows you exactly when everything is getting updated. And in fact, I can see that bank signals was updated on January 26th at 11 a.m. It checks every week for an update, because it only comes out weekly or monthly or however often. It doesn't come out every single day. This is something that comes out every once in a while, so we're checking weekly for it. So this was actually updated just 3 days ago. You can see all that information here. So when we're talking about a monthly basis, even though it is January right now, we're actually looking ahead to February, right, with this monthly average. So this $1,972 an ounce for gold is the average of all of these different banks where they think price is heading. Now we can see a few different monthly targets here. Citibank is different than TD, which is different than this one here or this one. They're all a little bit different, but if we average them all together, we get 1,972. If we take a look at the actual gold chart here on Forex Factory, I have a daily chart pulled up right here, XAU USD. We can see that price is sitting at $2,025 an ounce, which means that based on all of these different banks' forecasts, what their market analyst teams predict price is going to be heading towards by the end of February, they think that price is going to move lower. Now, they don't think it's going to stay that way for long. They do think that in the at the end of the quarterly target here, it does rise up a little bit to $1,989 an ounce. But if we just want to stick with February for right now, they are projecting that price will go down. Now, that's not too much of a shock. The gold price has been trending lower since just before the new year, or maybe right at the new year. So actually, yeah, we can see right here that our most recent high was in December of 2023, and since then we had this downward trend here, popped back up a little bit, but couldn't come back up to these highs, and has moved its way further lower and is trading a little bit higher on the day. But again, those bank analysts project that it is going to go a little bit lower. Now, I said that I was going to pair our bank tab with our price forecast tab, and let me show you exactly how I plan on doing that. So price forecast here, I've got gold pulled up. You can see that we actually have a nice daily chart here for you to view with all of our different assets that we track in the Edge Finder. You can actually look back about 2-3 weeks worth of data here and see exactly how price has been moving throughout the month. So if we actually line these two up, We're looking at just data back to January 9th, January 10th here. We have 4 brand new indicators built for TradingView, introducing the momentum, extension zones, trend projections, and volume spikes indicators. All 4 indicators work on every TradingView chart and time frame. You can easily see shifts in bullish or bearish momentum. Look and see if price is being overbought or oversold, which could cause a quick reversal. Automatically get a trend line that shows the true trend, bullish trend, and bearish trend based on the most recent market data. Get notified instantly of big spikes in volume to help you find breakouts. All 4 are available now at a1trading.com and can get set up in just a few minutes. Go check out our brand new line of TradingView indicators today. And here is January 9th, January 10th right here. So I know it looks a little bit different. This one's actually a little bit easier to read, in my opinion, than the TradingView one. But if we look back to January 10th, we can see price shot up. It spiked or peaked around January 15th before coming back down. And then it's kind of been in a range for about a week or so. And if we look here, we'll see the same thing. We see price spike on January 15th, comes back down, and then it's kind of been in a range ever since. But price has actually been trading higher over the past couple of days. We see January 24th to the 25th moved up a little bit. The 25th to the 26th was kind of the same, but then the 27th, 28th, 29th, price looks like it's been trading a little bit higher. And we can see that here as well. We see on the 25th a nice move to the upside. Yesterday, not too much movement here, but today price again moving to the upside. But what does our price forecast have to say about it? Well, you'll notice these 3 lines here moving out into the future. This white line here is our true trend reading. This is based on this algorithm that we actually have for you right here. I am not too much of a math guy, but you can sit down and work out those calculations for yourself if you'd like, and you'd get these same trend lines here. But this white line is our true trend line. Meaning based on this information here, it projects that if price is going to stay on its current trajectory, this is where we can predict to see price heading towards, which lines up with what we're seeing with our bank forecast, right? Bank forecast has price at $1,972 an ounce by the end of February. That's their monthly average target. We already know that price is in the 2000s right now. So for price to get to 1972, we'd have to come down to about right here, which is significantly lower than where price is at right now. That's a good drop right there. And that's again where they're projecting price to be at by the end of February. And our price forecasts actually predict price to continue to move down further as well. Even though price hasn't really had a significant drop in 2 weeks, right? And if anything, over the past 5 days, price has been moving higher. But our algorithm is taking into account so much different data and all of these different price moves that it's predicting that price is going to continue to move lower, even though in the past couple of days we've seen the opposite. And again, that's lining up with what the banks are predicting too. Now you might be wondering what these blue and red lines are. This is to cover all the bases. So if price does trend a little bit higher than what the true trend is projecting, we're looking at this blue line here. So basically, if we're going to follow this trend, but maybe it spikes a little beforehand, or maybe it doesn't drop as drastically as we might think it is, as the algorithm thinks it will, then we're looking at this blue line here. Price could be around this area here. And if things get even worse for gold and price really sells off and it's trading even lower than the algorithm is projecting, then we're looking at this red line here. And this is the worst case scenario. If price is going to get really bad for gold, we're looking around this range right here. But overall, the Edge Finder is forecasting that over the next couple of days, price will continue to move down lower, right? We can see that from these 3 lines. Somewhere within this range is what we know. And again, that's lining up with what banks are forecasting gold to do as well. I'll give you one more example. I'll just stick with like something simple like the Euro USD. Let's see, here we go. Euro USD is right here. Euro USD. I'll pull it up on TradingView as well. Here's the Euro USD chart. And then on the banks as well. Let's start with what the banks have to say. So here's our Euro USD. And again, all of these different banks from all around the world, their market teams are releasing their monthly targets. And the average of all of those monthly targets together comes out to 1.08. The euro is currently trading at 1.08. So basically what that means is, what we can get from this is, these analysts are not predicting a big breakout one way or the other. They don't expect by February for price on the euro to get all the way up to 1.09, but they also don't expect it to drop down to 1.07. We can kind of, at least the banks are forecasting price to just kind of range up and down, the markets to get choppy and stay within this 1.08 range throughout the month of February. Well, let's see what price forecast has to say about the euro. Here's our price forecast page, and you'll notice this trend compared to our gold trend. Look at this, look at the angle on this trend line here. Look at that slant compared to the euro slant. The euros is a lot more evened out, right? It's not quite as steep as the gold slant, but look at this trend. This is clearly a strong downtrend. But again, price forecast is kind of in agreement with what the bank forecast is, in that they don't project, it's not predicting a strong downward move, even though price has been trending down somewhat significantly for the past 2-3 weeks or so. The Edge Finder is predicting that yes, price might move a little bit lower, but nothing too drastic. And even it's not touching that 1.07 price range here, right? We're still within that 1.08 range. So that's how I use price forecast and the bank forecast hand in hand to kind of further give me some confirmation on where I believe that the markets are heading. So so for the month of February, again, for euro, probably not going to be too much movement based on what the bank forecast and price forecast tabs here in the Edge Finder have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want the Edge Finder for yourself, you can find it in the link down in the description below or on our website, a1trading.com. We also have other free trading tools for you on our website. So if you've never been to a1trading.com, go check it out, because we have a lot of free, useful stuff there as well. We are having a sale on the Edge Finder. If you use promo code A1YT, you'll get a discount on that. And if you like any of these trading view indicators that you see here, our extension zones or momentum indicators, or we have even more available on our website for you to look at. Again, go check out our brand new A1 Trading indicators here for TradingView. And yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Promo code A1YT for a discount on the Edge Finder. Did you know we do a live trading show Monday through Friday with guests from all over the world? To get notified when we go live, click the bell button next to the subscribe button, or check in at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We have helpful, free content in the description below and on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you tomorrow.